Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Miss Crocheting Coffee here, and today we are doing a whip and chat, so get out whatever it is you're working on and craft along with me. Today I am working on the hexagon diamond painting I received from Crafting and Chatting with Eli. Thank you, Crafting and Chatting with Eli, for gifting this to me. It is a beautiful canvas. I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing some of the symbols, which is why you're seeing the light pad. Even though, yes, it is broad daylight. Just a word of warning as well. My kids are home today because they don't go back to school until Thursday. And it's just me and the kids today because Mr. Coffee had to work. Because as you guys know, I record my whip and chats the day before they go up. So, yes. So I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday if you celebrate Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. We had a wonderful holiday. Santa brought me a lot of cool gifts. If you didn't see, I got a new knitting machine. I do plan on doing a tutorial, but not like within the next week or so, just because I'm still getting used to it myself. Like, I've never had anything like this. I didn't even know it existed until one virtuous woman one day was just kind of like, have you, or she had on a hat and she was like, yeah, I made this in like 20 minutes on my knitting machine. And I was like, I'm sorry, say what? I'm trying to make the channel better so that in 2020 you guys will have a channel that you actually look forward to seeing. So that's why, you know, if you haven't been in my lives or you don't watch the replay of the lives, which is fine, there have been some changes if you haven't noticed. Like, I'm not uploading every day anymore. It might be an upload every other day. There might be weeks where I upload. I'm going to try not to upload as much, mostly because I was spending way too much time recording, uploading, and putting videos up, and then they weren't getting watched. And I was like, I'm overloading them with videos. You guys have to understand, my brain is just like, I have all the video ideas. I have all this stuff. I'm going to show them all at once. And I don't want to overwhelm people with videos. And I know there are some people that are like, you know, you can put up as many videos as you want and I'm going to watch them all. And I thank you for those folks that do. But there are some folks that are like, I have a life. Chick, you was doing the most right now. I can't keep up. And yeah, so I'm trying to cut back on how many videos I put up a week. Now, like I said, it may or may not change. There might not be a video every week or up every day, but you guys will get at least 3 videos a week. I'm not going to stop doing my whip and chats. Unboxings might be slim because do I really need any more canvases? Not really. Like, unless I'm sent something to review or for sneak peek. I want to go on the search in 2020 for companies that do poured glue because that's just my jam. That's my preference. That's what I like. I want to find companies of all shapes and sizes that do poured glue. If you know of a company that you haven't seen me unbox that uses poured glue, hit us just up in the comments section. I'm just saying, let's show everybody where all these poured glue companies are, because I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of double-sided adhesive. Now, I know double-sided adhesive is some people's jams. I get it. All right, cool. But for me, I enjoy working on double-sided adhesive. So like places, and it's weird because places like Everyday Deals, Annie Buy, Peggy Buy, stuff like that, they have poured glue. But you also, being a YouTube creator, I have to watch because of copyright stuff. So yeah, so that kind of puts a damper on, you know, that's one way that they beat the boner down with diamond painting is, you know, you got to now be cognizant of making sure you're not stealing somebody's artwork, which nobody ever wants to just blatantly steal somebody's artwork, and sometimes you just don't know. You usually would just go use that site 10i, and it'll come up with websites, and it'll say if it's copyrighted or not. Because somebody asked me to do a video on it, and I'm like, I'll ask Rachel to probably do that. That seems to be her jam, is explaining things. I'm not good at explaining things. I'm great at telling stories. I'm not good at explaining things. So I might see if Rachel will do that for you guys, because that seems to be her jam. So yeah, so it was a great holiday. The kids got lots of stuff. The kids have been invisible. Like, I I love what Christmas is about, and I finally got my Hallmark Christmas, as I like to say, where like the kids were playing and me and Mr. Coffee are just sitting here drinking our. He had hot chocolate because he's not a big coffee drinker, but I had my coffee and we sat here and we got matching pajamas from Becky's Madness for Crafting, and we were sorry, tiny humans needed mommy. But yeah, we sat here in our matching jammies and the kids played, and him and I talked about, you know, what's coming up in the next year, what we're doing. And he asked me about, you know, the Patreon, because I had been telling him for the longest time that I wanted the Patreon for my channel up and running before the first of the year. So he was asking me, you know, when was I going to get on that and why am I procrastinating? And I was just kind of like, partly because I'm lazy, partly because I don't think it's going to do well, partly because I don't know. So after talking to him about it and a few other of my friends, I decided, you know what, I'm going to start it to see where it goes. If people join, they join. If they don't, they don't. That's perfectly fine. So if you didn't know, I have started a Patreon. There are 4 different tiers. The first tier is $5. It's just support, be kind. It's just you saying, I'm just here for a little support. And do keep in mind, Patreon is a monthly thing. So, 13. Patreon is a monthly thing. So if you subscribe to the Patreon every month at the beginning of the month, it will charge whatever tier you decided to join. And like I said, there's 4 tiers. $5 is just for support. $10 is be courteous. I'm not exactly sure remember what the perks are, but if you would like to check it out, it is linked down in the description box if you would like to join. Now, I don't have all the perks on there, so I know somebody's going to ask, what happened to the mugs? What happened to the sweatpants? What happened to this? What happened to that? You have to understand. 1, the mugs, I need to find somewhere that I can get them in bulk. That's not going to cost an arm and a leg. Just for 1 mug to be sent to 1 person is around about $20. And I'm not about that life. See, like right here, this looks like, they look like O's, but they're H's. What is H? 13? 14. 14. So I'm still working out the kinks, but for the most part, I know tier 15 gets random videos. You'll get random videos, such as like when I go pick up the kids, you'll get like a little car vlog or car thoughts, and I'll be crafting in the car with you. And then tier $20 a month is you get a live with me once a month for about an hour. Now, it might be more than once, and I will have them scheduled, so it'll probably be like midday, early afternoonish that I do this. But what was I just doing? I was just doing E. But I'm going to have it where I'm doing lives for my folks. So yeah, so if you would like to join my Patreon, it is linked down in the description box below. I had to make sure I'm not mixing drills, because half the time I'll mix drills while I'm recording and won't even think about it. So I was talking to Mr. Coffee last night while we were laying in bed, and when we go to bed, the dogs go in our room with us. So the dogs are in the room with us while we're laying down, and we're laying down talking. And does anybody else's dog play the inside-outside game? Like, I know it's not just my dogs. It can't be. If you don't know what the inside-outside game is, it's when your dog cries like a baby. A small child, if you will. They cry to go outside. And then to come inside. And then to come back outside. To then go back outside. To come back inside. The dogs have been doing that a lot lately. I'm not sure why. Like Daisy will cry to come inside, and that's what she wants. She wants to come inside. That's it. Killian will want to play the inside-outside game, where he's going outside to come inside, to go outside, to come back inside. And he doesn't want anything. That's just what he does. He just likes to walk in and out. And when me and Mr. Coffee go to bed, because we're not nightmare people, as I like to say, we close our bedroom door. We don't close it all the way. We close it, we crack it. There's still like a crack in the door so that the dogs can get out if they want to go out into the living room or if they hear an intruder or something. So there's still like a crack in the door. But we're not nightmare people. Like, we're not scarier than whatever might be bumping in the night. So we crack the bedroom door so that the dogs can get in and out if they want to go get water or something. Because are you a nightmare person? I'm just saying. Because, like, I don't know anybody in my personal life that sleeps with their bedroom door open. What makes you think you're that scary? Like, don't get me wrong now. I have guns. I have more than one gun in my bedroom. I have the dogs. I have knives. The knives that I open boxes with whenever I'm doing unboxings and stuff. I have knives. I have all kinds of stuff. But I'm just not a nightmare person. Like, I'm not leaving my bedroom door open. No, I can't. Plus, then your brain starts playing tricks on you. Like, there's somebody outside your door peeking at you while you're trying to lay down and go to sleep. No, I'm good. I have enough mental issues, as you can already tell. I don't need to be a nightmare person with my door wide open. But what Killian will do is we'll close the bedroom door and we'll leave it cracked, and he will go out the door as soon as you close it. And then when you go to close it again, he'll come back inside the room. And then he'll do that for about a good 5 minutes. And then he'll lay right in the middle of where the door opens and closes. So you can't close it. Now, we have to go through this with him every night. And every night we look at each other, me and Mr. Coffee do, and we're like, we're not nightmare people, so which one of us is closing the door? And I'm like, it's not me. My side of the bed is closest or furthest away from the door, so I feel like it's Mr. Coffee's job to close the door. But then Mr. Coffee thinks that it's my job to close the door because I'm usually the last one in bed. And I'm like, I closed the door, but he reopened it. I feel like it's your dog. You should have to do it. And just like when I go live, I open up my back door so that my phone doesn't overheat. Well, Killian will then spend most of my live sitting by the back door, wanting to go out. And then when you let him out, he'll go out there, sniff for like 2 seconds, and then come back in. But then the moment you close the door again, he wants to go back outside. Killian loves playing the inside-outside game. I hate it. Anyways, so one of the best gifts that the kids got, or Maggie got, she loves it, is this shark blanket. So thank you to Cara Daniels, because she's the one that got it for Maggie. Now this shark blanket, essentially she gets in the blanket and she looks like she's been eaten by a shark. And as you guys already know, Maggie loves sharks. Well, apparently she keeps trying to put Killian in the shark blanket. She keeps trying to put her brother in the shark blanket. She's walking around all time of the day, like all day, just in this shark blanket. Like, she is being eaten by a shark all day. And, like, I don't think she's going to come out of the shark blanket. Like, even as I'm recording this right now, she is in said shark blanket. I was happy because we got to get Minna her Christmas stuff. Now, I did talk to Minna, and Minna is not moving here for the school year. Minna has decided she wants to stay with her dad and her gram, which I can completely understand that, because growing up, I remember how miserable I was when we constantly had to move. Because, again, I'm from a military family where we moved every 3 to 6 months. So moving was ungodly for me. I never made friends. I never talked to anyone because we were always moving. So it wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a big surprise when she let us know that, you know, she's probably just going to stay with her gram and her dad in Pennsylvania. I was like, well, you can come back and visit whenever you want to. You just let us know. We'll either get you a ticket out here so that you can fly by yourself, or, you know, we'll drive and come get you, what have you. You know, you always have a place here to stay. And she knows this. She knows that she always has a place here to stay. It sucks that she doesn't want to come out to live here, but I can completely understand. There's really nothing out here. Like, they have, like, a few things like the trampoline park and stuff like that, but, like, they don't have amusement parks and stuff like that where they do in Pennsylvania. Plus, everything she's ever known is in the town that she's living in, including her friends. Like, she's grown up with her friends. So I don't want to take that from her just to be selfish to say that I have her up here. So she stays with her gram and her dad in Pennsylvania. And she was worried that I was going to be upset with her because I have been, like, really pushing for her to move out here. And I'm like, no, mommy just really wanted you to move out here. But seeing how bored she was over the summer, and I know it's a teenage thing, I was like, it's fine. But we were able to get her Christmas gifts. And Mr. Coffee was laughing because we went to the post office to go mail off some stuff to a few people. And one of the people we were mailing off stuff was to Minna, because subscribers do send stuff. When they send stuff for the kids, sometimes they'll send stuff for Minna. So what I'll do is I'll ship it off to Minna. Well, we were able to ship Minna's stuff off, and I let her know that she had some stuff coming for Christmas. It just probably wouldn't get there in time for Christmas. But like, she got her shoes. She did get her Air Force Ones. I was so proud of myself because not only did I get her the Air Force Ones, I got them on sale. The Air Force Ones were $90 online, and because there's not a real shoe store here, it's not like I could have ordered them from here and then just mailed them out. I had to order them online, and I knew they weren't going to get there by Christmas, and she didn't seem to give two flying craps. And she's like, Mom, I have like 5 Christmases to go to. I don't care if I won't even notice that it didn't get here by Christmas. And I was like, all right. So she got her shoes the day after Christmas, and she got her bag today, which is Monday. And when she got her shoes, she was like, Mom, what did you send me in the first package? And I'm like, the first package should be some shoes. Because she told me she wanted the Air Force Ones. I told her I might not be able to get them because I can't see spending $90 on shoes. But I was proud of myself. I went bargain shopping. And Macy's, surprisingly, if you don't know what Macy's is, it's a big, fancy, it's a like a clothing store, but they sell more than clothes. They sell all kinds of things. It's a department store, I should say. Macy's was having a sale, and I used to work at Macy's long time ago, when I was pregnant with Orion long time ago. So about 8.5, 9 years ago. Which his birthday's coming up. Good God. His birthday's in February, so I have time. Believe me, I have time. But I checked the Macy's website because I have a charge with Macy's, and I was like, well, if it's going to be $90, I could just use the charge. Boom, help boosting my credit, because again, me and Mr. Coffee are looking for a house this year, and that's another reason why we needed to talk to Minna, so that she can let us know whether or not she's going to come or not, because then that tells me that, okay, well, she's not coming, which means I get a freaking craft room instead of her having her own bedroom. Now, when she comes to visit, she will have the room to, for herself or whatever, but until she comes to visit, that's the craft room. I'm just saying. I'm like, I need it to have a nice big closet for all the boxes and stuff. And so me and Mr. Coffee are going to go look into either having a house built or buying one that they already have up and built. So he's pretty excited about that. But Minna was pretty excited because the first package came and she got her shoes that she wanted, and she was all beside herself. And I was hoping that they would get there before school. And since I saved so much money on them, I had everything expedited shipped. So I got her the Air Force Ones, but instead of paying $90 for them, I paid $40 for them. You heard right. I had coupons. They had sales going. I paid $40 for them, and then paid an extra $20 for expedited shipping. So altogether, I spent maybe around $65 with tax to buy her shoes and have them shipped into her the day after Christmas. She was all beside herself. And then the other thing she wanted, if you guys remember, it was that $120 Infinity backpack that I was like, yeah, no, there's no way in hell. I got her the bag. Now, again, I didn't bargain shop for the bag. I was just like, I'm going to have to just eat this one because I want to make sure she has a nice Christmas. And it's one of the few things that she had on her list next to scrunchies, because apparently that's a thing and she likes scrunchies now. So I was like, all right, let's go, get this bag. So I go on the website to get this bag, which is like Custom Girls or something like that, where you can buy this backpack and you can have it customized to have the child's name on it or whatever. They use it for cheerleading, I guess. Because I remember my friend Bobby got some for her kids, and I'm like, and when she got them for her kids, I called her insane. I'm like, there's no way in the world I would pay that much for a backpack. No. It's literally like a backpack with an infinity symbol all over it. And I'm like, you're paying for a name and for them to put your child's name on it. That's not worth it to me. No. Well, then here I am 6, 7 years later looking at the website going, why am I buying a bag for this price? $120? Good God. Well, they were having a sale and I was like, yes. They gave me 20% off and then I got free shipping because of the price. And I ended up spending like $89 for the bag. And that's with the expedited shipping. So I was all kinds of beside myself because I had coupons coming out the wazoo and they were discounting this and discounting that. And you ever get a good deal and you feel like you've done something with your life that day? Like you feel like you just ran a marathon or cured world hunger with your discounts. That's how I was feeling because I got her 2 things for Christmas for less than what I thought I was going to spend. I was all kinds of happy. So then I went and bought myself a little something. Then when you feel good, you got to go buy yourself a little something. So yeah, so I was happy that I was able to get her the things that she actually wanted from her Christmas list because it's been quite a few years that we couldn't afford to buy her what she wanted. And now I can actually afford to buy her what she wants. So yay. And then there's Maggie. Maggie's 2 favorite gifts were stickers that she got from, I think, the procrastinator. I'm thinking percolator. I'm not making coffee, folks. The procrastinator, which you guys remember, is Robin's DP and Crafts. She changed her name to the procrastinator. She got stickers from her, and for some reason, Maggie's like obsessed with these stickers. She doesn't want to use them. She just keeps putting them on everything and taking them off and then telling people that they're not worthy enough to touch her stickers. She got a music box from my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law made these really cool, intricate, detailed music boxes for the kids for Christmas this year, and they absolutely love those. So that's one of Maggie's favorite things. And the shark blanket. But then the last thing, it actually came in the day before Christmas, and I had no clue where it came from. I thought it was a package for me, so I open it, and I see what's in it, and I'm like, oh, good God, I know exactly who this is from. Maggie has been upset with a fellow creator here on YouTube. We call her Laura Law's Craft Corner. Maggie calls her Miss Lola because Maggie apparently can't say Laura, so she calls her Lola. She doesn't seem to mind. Miss Lola got Maggie. Now, I didn't tell her what to get the kids. I didn't even tell her. I didn't even realize she was getting anything for the kids until she had already purchased it. And then she told me to shut up, and I felt some type of way. She got Maggie a little, I think it's a daddy shark keychain. But it's a decent little size that she can, like, love on it and have fun with it, I guess. Well, that came in the day before Christmas, and I opened the package, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly who this is from. The funny thing is that Santa brought Maggie Baby Shark. And Baby Shark sings a song. And if you were in my live on Friday, you would have saw the Baby Shark. And it sings a song. Surprisingly, she doesn't play it all the time. We are sick of it already, though. For the little bit that she does play it, we are already sick of it. But she doesn't play it all the time. So that's kind of nice. But she will walk around in her shark blanket with her sharks inside the blanket. And then she'll sit down like on the couch or something. And then you'll just randomly hear this song playing. And then she'll put it back down in the blanket so you can't see it. And she's like, I'm good. The kids are still on break until Thursday. And then they go back to school, which makes absolutely... Does anybody else have kids that they make them stay out of school for a stupid amount of time and then make them go back on a stupid day? Like, why would you get... Like, the kids have been off of school for a week and 2 days now, I think. They are off of school until Thursday and then go back to school Thursday and Friday. Why not just let them go back to school on Monday? Why make them go to school for what are you going to be doing that's so important that they have to go to school for those 2 days? Please someone explain this to me. Like, it drives me up a wall when schools do this because, like, in Pennsylvania, they never did anything like this. Like, you didn't have to go to school on a Thursday. Like, there was a time when we lived here last year, there was one of the breaks that they took. They literally went back to school on a Friday. What did they do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They watched movies. I'm like, I got movies here at the house. I'm just saying, why they got to go to school at a stupid time? Either way. So they go back to school on Thursday. But lately, like, I've been enjoying having them home just because they've been sleeping in. I can actually sleep in. Like, we've been getting up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock instead of like 8, because their bodies are like tuned to like school time all the time. So they want to wake up at 8 in the morning, and I'm like, yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's sleep in. Sleep in. That means stay in your warm, toasty bed, all snuggled up and warm. Stay there until you decide that you just don't want to lay down anymore. So they've been sleeping in, which has been glorious because we've all been sleeping in, and then we'll get up, we'll have breakfast, everybody will go off and play with their toys. We play a few games with the kids. Like we got this Pictionary game from Becky's Madness for Crafting, and we were playing that. And let me just tell you, Mr. Coffee and Little Latte Orion are better at that game than Maggie and I. Maggie has her mama's drawing skills, meaning she can't draw a circle and she can't draw stick figures. Like, we are trying to guess what each other has. We cannot, okay? Maggie's drawing, whatever monstrosity it was, it had like 7 arms and 2 legs and 4 eyes, and I'm just looking at it like, what in the hell are you drawing? And of course, we did a time thing where, because we didn't want it to take forever, so we timed it. And I couldn't figure out what she was drawing. And I wish I had the drawing here still so I could show you guys, so I could ask you guys to guess what it is. And I'm like, I'm sitting there frantically trying to guess it, and she's showing it to me, and she's like, come on, mommy, you can guess it. And I'm not even joking, you guys. It looked like a science experiment gone wrong, which is sad because she's only 7, so of course she doesn't know how to draw, like, actual real animals or anything. But it literally had like 7 arms, 2 legs, 4 eyes, 2 heads. It was fat, and I was just like, well, what the hell is it? And she looks at me, she goes, it's an ostrich. What? What? I'm looking at this thing, you guys. It looked like a giraffe with a hippo body. Like, that's what it looked like, which is why and like its neck was just like a long line, and I was just like, okay. It had a normal face, but it had too many eyes, and then so it kind of looked like a spider, and I was just like, I was more confused than a dementia patient. Like, I was confused. I'm just like, what is that, Maggie? Like, I kept having to ask her like what it was. But then Mr. Coffee and Orion were on a team together, and they could guess theirs just fine. And I'm like, of course you can. You two are artists. This is unfair. Like, why did I agree to this? And Mr. Coffee has been teaching the kids how to play different games with him as well. He plays this game called Magic the Gathering, and he's been teaching the kids how to play it. Even though he did it originally to teach Orion, funny thing is, Maggie's the one that plays with him the most because she absolutely loves the game, and she actually gets it. So I was like, well, that's awesome. At least, one of the kids seems interested. Orion doesn't give 2 flying craps about the game, to be honest. I think he plays it just to, not have Mr. Coffee feel bad. But yeah, like, it's been family time out the wazoo, and it's been wonderful, and it's been nice to not, be making a bunch of videos, and I got to spend more time with the family and talking to Minna on the phone, and my parents got back from Alabama on Sunday, and it all seems right with the world. Like, everybody enjoyed their holiday, and now it's time to get ready for the new year. New year, new me. Nope, same old Miss Coffee. Same grumpy, bitchy Miss Coffee. The only thing about myself that I would like to change or make better this year is taking better care of myself. Because I don't take care of myself. I can't remember the last time I've actually done my hair. I can't remember the last time I've actually, like, just taken good care of myself. And so this year, I want to not only take care of myself, but I need to, like, I'm in the winter blues right now where I don't want to do anything because it's too cold outside. I want to get out of that. I want to be able to walk the dogs and not be like, please shoot me in the face because this sucks. I want to lose some weight. I've probably put on about 10 pounds since winter started. Well, not since winter started, since October. But that candy tax, you guys, that candy tax got me. I was sent some Starbucks coffee, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it because it was sent to me. Well, I tried it, and then I spent the next hour sick in the bathroom. So me and Starbucks are a no-go. I found that out this week, so that's a plus, I guess. You guys, I can't wait to do the tulips. They're going to look so cool. The dogs had fun with their Christmas presents. They had them ripped to shreds within 20-30 minutes. They got some little cheapo stuffed animals and stuff, and then they got their stuff from Chewy. Which the stuff from Chewy, they keep fighting over it, so we had to take that away from them, because, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so I want to start taking better care of myself, because that's what I'm supposed to do as a mom. If you are yourself a parent, you know that we don't always take the best care of ourselves. And I haven't been, and with my asthma acting up lately, all them DACs, I'm telling you, DAC is trying to murder me with canvases. But with all the asthma stuff acting up really bad this year and everything, I need to start taking better care of myself, because I would like to be around for my children and, like, you know, doing better for myself. I mean, that, and I'm pretty sure it won't kill me once a week to put on pants so my husband can see me in regular clothes. Since Mr. Coffee usually sees me in sweatpants all the time. He doesn't care, because he knows I'm not a cold weather person. And living where we do, it's always cold. So, like, sweatpants all day. But I would like to at least once a week put on pants. I know. I am still #NoPantsClub. But every once in a while, I probably should put on pants so my husband can remember that I am a lady that wears clothes instead of a lady that usually doesn't have on pants. So I want to start getting better at taking care of myself. I want to start, you know, doing better as a mom, doing more things with the kids, getting them out of the house a little bit more to be a little bit more active and social, because we're homebodies. But I don't want the kids to think that, you know, we never do anything, which to them, they don't really care, because they don't have the time want to do anything either, because all their stuff is at the house. So what more could they possibly want to do? But I want to start being a little bit more adventurous with the kids and letting them try and do new things. So I think this year we're going to sign Orion up for sports and Maggie maybe up for ballet. Plus that'll also help me get out of the house and force me to put on pants. So yeah, like, force me to actually go be a person, a functioning person in society. Which is weird, because a lot of you folks that watch my channel have jobs, and I'm like, my job is to keep a tiny army of humans that I've created myself alive. That is my job. It is a very hard, thankless job, but that's my job, and I love my job. Like, can you quit being a stay-at-home mom? Like, is that a thing? Because there are days, I'm telling you right now, there are days where I want to quit being a stay-at-home mom. Like, when the kids are running around and the dog is running around after them. Like, when Maggie first got the shark blanket, Killian likes stuffed animals. Now, I don't give them stuffed animals as toys usually, just because I don't want them to think that if they see one of the kids' stuffed animals on the floor, that means that they can chew it and tear it apart. So they don't usually get stuffed animals as toys. So when Maggie got the shark blanket, Killian decided he wanted to play with the shark. So Maggie, of course, was like, no, Killian, you can't have my blanket. One minute I see her running through the one side of the house, and then the next minute I see her being drugged with the blanket across the other side of the house. Now, there are days like that where I'm like, okay, I quit. I quit. Can I quit? Can I quit being your mommy today? And Orion's just like, that's not how this works. Okay, Orion, thank you for the reminder. My kids are a little adventurous on their own in the house, let alone taking them out. Like, it's just a mess. And watching, like, poor Maggie, she just tries to play with the dogs, but then the dogs, like, overpower her. And usually it ends up with her being dragged across the floor, and I'll just Just imagine sitting here minding your own business, you're diamond painting, you're doing your thing, and you look up and your child is being dragged across the floor by a dog. That is my life on a daily basis. Daily basis, that child is being dragged across the floor, and all you hear is her giggling as she's being dragged across the floor. And I'm like, what do you tell the dog? Like, no, stay, don't drag the child across. Like, I try to get Killian and Daisy to be gentle with Maggie because she is so little, but they don't care. They see Maggie and they're like, let's play. We're going to play all the things. And the dogs will actually play hide and go seek with the kids. Like, it's weird, but they will. Do your dogs play anything weird with your children if you have dogs? Or do they play anything weird with you? Like, Killian won't play fetch, but he can play a mean game of hide and go seek. Okay, like, I watched this dog crawl underneath the sink in the kitchen to hide from the kids. And then they couldn't find him, and he comes out. He starts, like, whining to try to give them a hint. And then they find him, and he gets all excited, and then he'll go run and hide again. They like to play hide and go seek. That's also another way I can keep them quiet in the house is if I let them play with the kids. Because, you know, that's fun. I feel like the dogs have more fun with that, though, than the kids. Because the kids get frustrated. Because the dogs, they can get in the spots that the kids can't. Like, except for, like, closets. The kids can get into the closet, but the dogs always find them. And Maggie decided one day that she was going to find the dogs like they find her. So she, like, gets down on all fours and starts sniffing around like she can sniff for the dogs. And she goes, Mommy, where's Killian? I'm like, I don't really know where Killian's at. And she's like, I'm going to sniff him out. And then she just gets on all fours and she starts sniffing around the carpet and stuff. And she goes, did you just vacuum? The carpet smells like flowers. And I was like, yeah, I just vacuumed. Thank you. And she's like, all right, I have to go find the doggies now. And I'm like, okay. These are the weird things that happen in my house, folks. Like, I cannot make this crap up. Like, my house is a madhouse. Welcome to it. For those folks that are on my Patreon, especially the ones on the $15 and $20 tier that get the random videos, they will start seeing some of this madness because those videos that I record for Patreon will be random, like, kind of like random vlogs where I record something from, you know, the car or the house or whatever, and they will get them unedited without commercial, whatever, because they're not going to be super long videos. They'll be like maybe 10-15 minute videos, but they're just going to be random videos from, like, the house and stuff. So yeah, taking care of myself better in the new year. Like, I started already. I did my hair today. Yeah. Normally when people see me, I either have on a hat or a hair cap. Today I decided, now I don't do this often because if you don't know, 1, I'm black. I know, shocker. 2, I have an afro. I wear an afro 6 months out of the year because I'm part Indian. And when I say Indian, I meant, like, not Indian, but Indian. So my hair is thick and dark and hard to manage. So a lot of the times I will pick it and put my hair cap on. Like, I'll just pick through it, put my hair cap on, move on about my life. Every 6 months I put a perm in it. Now, my perms do different than, say, don't take this the wrong way, not being racist. The perm is racist, so if you want to blame anybody, blame the perm, okay? I put in a black person's perm versus, like, a white person's perm because my perms do the opposite to my hair. So for my hair, it takes my afro and makes it straight. Like, it straightens my hair out. It's like the military for my brain. Like, it tells my hair to stay straight. Whereas I know for white people, when they get perms, theirs curl their hair. No, I don't need help with that. My hair is curly enough. So I put a perm in my hair this morning. I come out, I have my hair slicked back. It's longer than it's been in probably 5 years because I haven't put a perm in my hair in 9 months. Yeah, it's been about that long. But I haven't put a perm in my hair in that long. My hair cap is usually on all the time, like all the freaking time. This is probably the first time the kids have seen my hair out longer than 10 minutes in probably 6 months. So I did my hair this morning because I decided I'm going to surprise Mr. Coffee and let him come home and see me. I have on tights, I have on real pants, and a shirt, and my hair is done. Mr. Coffee hasn't seen me with all of these things done in probably a year. So it's going to be a surprise to him. So I'm hoping that I don't kill him by him, like, you know, having a heart attack because I got dressed today. But I wanted to do something nice for myself. So I decided to get up and get dressed. Not only did I get up, I got up before the kids. I was able to get up, get the dogs walked, come back, feed and water the dogs, get breakfast for myself, which is the first time I've had a hot breakfast in I don't know how long. And so I got breakfast for myself, did my hair, because it takes about 20 minutes to put the chemical into my hair, and then it takes another 30 minutes to wash it out. And because I get in the shower when I do it, I have to wash it out, get a shower, like clean myself off, then put the conditioner in, let that sit, and then wash that out. And then I have to get out of the shower, put moisturizer on my hair, and then put hair grease on my scalp. And it's a whole process. It's a whole process that I hate doing. I freaking can't stand doing it. But to manage my hair and to help it grow, this is what I have to do. So the things I do to be a normal person take a lot. So like I don't do it often, and it's laziness. It's just laziness. I need to start doing it more because Mr. Coffee, when we first met, my hair was down to my butt. And again, I'm part Indian. So my hair is not only long, not only does it get long, it gets thick. I'm talking about THICC, thick. Okay? And it's hard to manage. It gets hot, it sweats a lot, and I end up chopping it off. Like right now, I want to actually go, and I did my hair like this so that I can go, like on Thursday when I drop the kids off at school, I'm going to walk the dogs, I'm going to drop them off at the house, and I'm actually going to go out and get my hair cut. I keep my hair short because I have children, and I don't have time to be doing all that fancy stuff to it, trying to chase after children when they're being dragged across the floor, or if Orion and Maggie are playing and they're starting to fight, which doesn't happen often, but it does happen. They don't always get along. I know it sounds like they always get along, but they don't. They're just like normal kids. They fuss and fight over stupid stuff. They were fussing the other day or this morning, they were fussing because apparently Orion called Maggie bald or something. And as you guys know, Maggie's not bald, but she apparently took high offense to this, and she could not let this stand, so she decided to hit him. And when Maggie hits her brother, she always goes for the gonads, and I'm like, please stop hitting your brother in the no-no parts, because I would like to have grandchildren one day. So yeah, that doesn't even go with this. So yeah, I need to find bag number 15. And I'm not seeing it. Did I drop it? I'm missing a bag. I'm missing a bag of drills. So let's see. Alright, hang on a second. I'll put you on hold. Okay. Well, bag number 15 is MIA, and I will look for it after I'm done. I just spent 20 minutes looking for that bag and could not find it. It's fine. I'll find it later. You ever misplace a bag of drills? A whole bag? Like, my brain is like, okay, where did I put it? I'm not even sure. Like, I'll have to go back and watch live to see if I actually had the bag, because I don't remember seeing bag 15. I haven't used it yet, obviously, so I'll have to go back and check to see, because there's no DMC code on the canvas, which is the bad part about canvases like this, is that there is no DMC code. So I don't know what color it was. So yeah, we're gonna have to go look for that bag. Yeah. Either way. It's nice to get back into the recording. I haven't recorded a video in God knows how long. Minus the 2 videos I recorded yesterday. Taking that little break was really nice. I needed that break, and like doing another craft besides diamond painting has been really nice. Sad part is I haven't colored, and I've been wanting to, but then I also want to make all the things with my knitting machine. Like, you ever get something new and you abandon everything to play with it? Yeah, that's where I've been at. And it doesn't help that I have, the knitting machine that I have is a 48 needle knitting machine. I have the 40 and the 22 coming today, which is Monday. So by the time you see this, I will be probably sitting playing with the knitting machine. But I've been enjoying doing that. I've been enjoying doing my cross stitching. I'm at the halfway point for the loot llama for Orion, except for I'm going to add his name to it. So I had Mr. Coffee graph out his name in Fortnite font so that I can put it underneath the loot llama. And Orion, he's seen me working on it, but he has no clue what the hell it is. He just keeps looking at it like, Mom, you're making a mess, looks like. And he's like, I was like, yeah. The problem is I can cross stitch in more than one way. Like I can cross stitch in a way where the front looks just like the back, but it's a lot of work and it's kind of tedious and I hate doing it. Or I can cross stitch where, you know, I do my normal cross stitch. I'm not too worried about what the back looks like because I'm not entering it into a contest. And I know a lot of people are really anal about like their back has to look like their front and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not one of those crafters. I'm a get her done type of crafter. Now, I'm not saying it has to be horrific on the back. Like it shouldn't look like you went through a horrible experiment at a lab somewhere. But I'm saying I don't need it to be like absolutely perfect. I cross stitch a lot differently than people I've seen online. And I've watched FlossTube and seen the way a lot of floss tubers cross stitch. And I don't cross stitch like everybody else, which is fine because everybody does things differently. I'm hoping to get that video recorded on Thursday. Now, you guys probably won't see it until the weekend, but I would like to get that video recorded on Thursday. Because I know a lot of people have been asking for it. So, yeah, like, Miss Coffee is not a one-trick pony, and it takes a lot to... It takes a lot for me not to want to show you guys all the things that Miss Coffee can do, because I know a majority of folks on the channel come here for diamond painting. So I want to keep the channel primarily diamond painting, which is why, like I said before, you won't see a whole lot of other crafts. I do have an amazing idea for an ASMR video. So if you like ASMR, look out for the video. I'm hoping to have it next week for you guys. I got the idea from JJ Space here on YouTube, and I will be recording that video once the kids go back to school, because as you know, it has to be absolutely quiet when I do it. So I have, and it's not a diamond painting one. No, it's not a diamond painting one, but it's with one of my other crafts, and I never even thought to do it until JJ Space said about how relaxing it was, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to try it. Because I told Rachel when she did hers that I wanted to try doing an ASMR video. And she was like, yeah, go for it. And I was like, no, I don't want to do the same one as you, though. Like, I want to do something different. I got to be different because Miss Coffee is extra. I'm not a follow the crowd type gal. I'm a, be different type person. So I finally got what I want to do for my ASMR video. So I'm going to have that up next week. But yeah, like I have just been really enjoying doing more than one craft, not having deadlines, working on stuff when I want to, doing what I want to do when I want to do it. And if you do more than one craft, write in the comments. It doesn't matter if you're good at the other crafts, because believe me, Miss Coffee is a jack of all crafts, master of none. But what other crafts do you do? Because, like, I can loom knit, I can use a knitting machine, which is essentially the same thing, except for you're cranking one and the other one you're doing by hand. I can knit, I can cross stitch, I can macrame a little bit, just a little bit, not a whole lot. It's a pain in the butt. I don't like doing it. My mom taught me when I was little, and I was just like, I really don't like this. Because I think it was Laura Law that asked me about macrame, and I just don't like to. I just really, really don't like to. So if you got this far in the video, write down in the comment, like pause it right here, write down in the comment section, what other crafts do you do? Because are you just a one craft person, which is fine. If you do only one craft, that's your thing, do your thing, boo-boo. But if you do more than one craft, write down what exactly it is. What all do you do? I'm on number 4. Sorry, I almost lost track of what I was doing. So yeah, so there will be quite a few videos coming your way. I have quite a few tutorials. I have how to cross stitch tutorial, where I will be providing in the description box of that video. I'll show, like, I'll have all the information that you will need to be able to execute what I'm doing, because it's not going to be a cross stitch along, but by the end of the video, you should be able to recreate what I have done for yourself. I will show you how to grid fabric. I will show you how to do, like, I think one of the most hated things to do in cross stitching, besides back stitching, because good God, back stitching sucks so bad. For me, it's a little easy to do, but I know a lot of people hate back stitching. But I am still rusty, because again, I haven't cross stitched and stuff in a while. Like, I'm still knocking the dust off my knuckles trying to do all the cross stitching things. So yeah, so I plan on this year having a lot of fun with the channel. We're going to try some new things. It will stay primarily diamond painting, but I would like to show other things as well. So you'll randomly, like, depending on what's going on, you might get a stitch with me where I cross stitch. You might get a crochet with me where I crochet. You might get a color with me where I color. Like that, I can't say for certain, you know, that the channel will be all diamond painting, because I don't want it to be all diamond painting. If there is something in diamond painting that you're struggling with, because I know people were struggling with squares, which squares are just like rounds, except for when you put them down, people have this innate ability to sabotage themselves. They want to continuously move the drill around and make it absolutely perfectly straight for each one, so they won't use multi-placers, and then they get frustrated because it's taking so long. Relax, folks. It's okay for it to be a little crooked. Nobody's going to be able to tell when you're done. There's no crafting police. Like, you can do your craft however you want. If you want to replace drills on your canvas, replace drills on your canvas. If you want to, you know, cut up your canvas, cut up your canvas. Who was that? Allison Rosen, I think it was, that wanted to cut up. She cut up one of her diamond paintings and did it in sections like that. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do, folks. There's no craft police. If you want to color your person and your coloring on your coloring page yellow, you color them yellow. Like, you do what you want to do. Okay, I feel really stupid right now. I found bag 15. Wanna know where I found it? Right there. It was underneath the canvas like that. I didn't know what that was, and I went to go ask the kids to turn the TV down, and I looked, and I found bag 15. Yep, welcome to Miss Coffee. Good God. Oh, I think for Mr. Coffee's birthday and stuff this year, I'm going to get him baking supplies. He went out to the store yesterday, and he was all excited because Mr. Coffee is the baker. I'm the chef. He's the baker. So I will cook. He will bake. I'll make dinner. He'll make the dessert. Perfect little thing we got going. Well, Mr. Coffee decided yesterday that he was going to go to the store to pick up a few things because we were having chili and cornbread because it's cold and it's one of the few things the kids will actually eat. So we decided chili and cornbread. Cool. So I needed some stuff like paper towels and stuff from the store. So he decided to go run out to the store for me to go get paper towels. Well, he gets to the store. He calls me and he's in like, he's not panicking, but he's super excited, like a kid that just found like the best toy ever on the planet. And he's like, hun. I'm like, what? What's wrong? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you so excited right now? And he's like, you'll never guess what I'm looking at. And I'm like, what are you looking at? You guys, he found a muffin pan. Yeah, this is why he called. He found a muffin pan that was 24 muffins. You can make 24 muffins at once. I've never seen a 24 muffin pan. I'm not a chef, or I'm not a chef or a baker, so like I don't necessarily go looking for the baking pans. So I'm just kind of like, okay, so what? And he's like, can I get it? And I'm like, for what? Then he decides, if you give Mr. Coffee a muffin, if you buy Mr. Coffee a muffin pan, you then have to allow him to get muffin mix so he can make muffins. He decides, I'm going to go buy muffins. And I'm like, okay. This is how Mr. Coffee's brain works, okay? Like, he was super excited. He was more excited about that than his Christmas gift, which I'll get to that in a few minutes. But he got the muffin tin. He got the muffins. He got everything I needed. He came home. he immediately starts making muffins. He's all excited. Now, he makes the muffins, and he made blueberry muffins. He likes blueberry. I like banana. The kids like chocolate chips, so he made us all a variety of muffins. He's dancing and singing the entire time. He's super excited. He's like, I got a muffin pan, muffin pan, muffin pan. And I'm just sitting there like, he has gone insane. So he makes his little muffins. But on the instructions, it told him to strain, I think it said strain the blueberries or something. Like you're supposed to rinse them off or strain them or something. Well, he didn't. And he goes to pull the pan out of the oven and he has purple muffins. And I'm like, why are the muffins purple? And he goes, I didn't strain them all the way. And I'm like, what does that mean? Apparently, he didn't strain the blueberry muffins the whole way, so his muffins came out purple. And he's like, but they're still really good. And I'm like, okay. And so, for those wondering what I got Mr. Coffee for Christmas, I turned Mr. Coffee into a lumberjack because his retirement plan is to retire in the mountains and live off the land. That's what he wants to do when he retires. And I'm just like, I'm cool with that as long as I don't have to put on pants. And he said, fine. So, I'm all about that life. And so, I decided to get him a gift that, you know, let him know that I was supportive. So I bought him his very first plaid shirt, which he looks very handsome in. He got a plaid shirt and a little hatchet, but it's a 16-in-1 hatchet. So it has all these cool little gadgets and everything attached to it. And it's funny because I showed my dad and he's like, I want one. Really? So I had to buy one for Pawpaw. What's up with men and gadgets? Like, you would think they were like planning for the apocalypse or something. Like they want the gadgets. They want all the gadgets all the time. And I'm just like, what's up with you and the gadgets? Either way. But that is it for me, folks. I have to now bid you adieu. I hope you guys had a great holiday. Write down in the comment section if you got this far. What is it that you're working on? Are you diamond painting? Are you cross stitching? What is it that you're doing? Write that down in the comment section below. Apparently, I left like 3 drills from the previous color in here, and I'm like wondering why the drills look like they're different colors. It's because I left them in there. But I'm hoping to have this finished by the end of the year. If I don't, it is what it is. I don't give a crap. I don't like putting deadlines on myself because then I feel pressure to do stuff that I don't want to do. So if it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Nobody's expecting to get it as a gift. This was my gift from Crafting and Chatting with Eli. So again, thank you, Crafting and Chatting with Eli, for this awesome gift. The funny thing was, I literally had just purchased, like somebody sent me a link for this very kit. And I purchased it the night, like Friday night. And then I opened this package from Crafting and Chatting with Eli. So I'm going to do like a cool like foam board finish with it where I put each piece of the, like I'm gonna do it twice and then put it on the foam board and kind of have it where it kind of dangles or looks like a wind chime. Kind of turn it into a wind chime. Now I just gotta look up how to make wind chimes. But with that said, folks, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you would like to support the channel and contribute to my Patreon, it is linked down below. If you are new to the channel and would like to subscribe, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified anytime I randomly decide to put up a video. And believe me, it's random. With that said, folks, ooh, look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Oh my God, it looks so good. So, sorry. But with that said, folks, thank you guys so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Or hit the thumbs down at this point. I don't give a crap. Again, if you're new to the channel and would like to subscribe, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I randomly decide to put up a video. With that said, folks, I am now going to have to bid you adieu. But not before reminding you, like I always try to, be kind, be courteous, be cool. Bye, guys.